Whoa, got to cut that off, don't you? Don't want to talk about the U.S. number one cause.
Anyone who's watched this show over the past few weeks knows I've taken a pretty strong stand on guns in America. It's not escaped the notice of supporters of gun rights, and it's led to a petition on the White House official website, no less. It's entitled, and I quote, "Deport British citizen Piers Morgan for attacking Second Amendment." Take a look. More than 104,000 people have signed it so far. And joining me now is one of the people behind the petition, Alex Jones. He's host of the Alex Jones Show. Welcome to you.
Piers, thanks for having me.
Why do you want to deport me?
Well, we did it as a way to bring attention to the fact that we have all of these foreigners and the Russian government, the official Chinese government. Mao said political power goes out of the barrel of a gun. He killed about 80 million people because he's the only guy that had the guns. So we did it to point out that this is globalism, and the mega banks that control the planet and brag that they've taken over, in Bloomberg, AP, Reuters, you name it, brag that they're going to get our guns as well. They've taken everybody's guns but the Swiss and the American people. And when they get our guns, they can have their world tyranny. While the government buys 1.6 billion bullets, armored vehicles, tanks, helicopters, Predator drones, armed, now in U.S. skies, being used to arrest people in North Dakota. The Second Amendment isn't there for duck hunting. It's there to protect us from tyrannical government and street thugs. Take the women in India.
Wow, he said the Second Amendment is not created for duck hunting. I like that. I got to use that if I'm ever in a debate and somebody, try to act like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to hit them. I'm going to hit them with that. I'm still not going to know what I'm talking about. Yes, I am. By that point, I would have been more studied in understanding of a lot of the information I'm receiving. So yeah, this is about to be good. I think they're really about to start going at each other.
From tyrannical government and street thugs. Take the women in India. Your piece earlier on CNN I was watching during Anderson Cooper's show didn't tell you that the women of India have signed giant petitions to get firearms because the police can't and won't protect them.
Wow.
The answer is, hey, wait a minute, I have FBI crime statistics that come out a year late, 2011. 20+% crime drop in the last 9 years. Real violent crime, because more guns means less crime. Britain took the guns 15, 16 years ago, tripling of your overall violent crime. True, we have a higher gun violence level, but overall mugging, stabbings, deaths, those men raped that woman in India to death with an iron rod 4 feet long. You can't ban the iron rods. The guns, the iron rods, Piers, didn't do it. The tyrants did it. Hitler took the guns. Stalin took the guns. Mao took the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. Hugo Chavez took the guns. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms.
Oh my God, this I don't think Piers Morgan knew what was about to happen on his own daggone show. He is kidding. Okay, he's not getting bullied. He's just getting set straight. That's pretty much it. He's just getting set straight. Oh my God. I don't even know Alex Jones all like that, but I'm sitting here like, yes, get his ass, Alex, get him. Hold on, I gotta go back like 10 seconds because he is on a roll. Because I've learned already that once those countries took away their citizens' guns, they ended up killing like tens of millions of people. History repeats itself, and sometimes not by the same country. Some people are just looking and like, okay, they're making far too much noise. We're losing control. How can we regain control and do the same thing them other countries have done? Take away their guns and then go and do what we've seen these other countries do time and time again. 1776 will repeat itself if we don't get this back in order. Let's go, Alex.
Guns. Mao took the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. Hugo Chavez took the guns. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms. Doesn't matter how many lemmings you get out there on the street begging for them to have their guns taken. We will not relinquish them. Do you understand? That's why you're going to fail, and the establishment knows no matter how much propaganda, the Republic will rise again when you attempt to take our guns. My family in the Texas Revolution against Santa Anna, my family was at the core on both sides starting that because Santa Anna came to take the guns at Gonzales, Texas. Piers, don't try what your ancestors did before. Why don't you come to America? I'll take you out shooting. You can become an American and join the Republic.
Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. He is babying Piers Morgan, man. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, it's Piers time. Piers is about to... I already know Piers got something for him up his sleeve. He's like, okay, I heard you. Now it's my time, Jack. It's my time. You ready, Piers? Let's go.
Finished?
Yes, I am finished. You will not take my right.
He said, are you finished? Alex Jones said, yes, I am finished. And then went right back into it. You will not take... I like Alex Jones. That dude's a nut. But hey, he hasn't lied, though. He hasn't lied. This is crazy. He hasn't lied. And you know what's funny? And I'm only going to say this real quick. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of talking. I know I talk a whole bunch. You know what? I don't apologize for it. I am who I am. But at the end of the day, Alex Jones and his energy about guns, for people who don't understand that energy, for people who don't understand what he's saying, the people on the left, me and my friends, my family, when we're shown something like this by Piers Morgan, all we're saying is that, man, these gun nuts love their guns. What in the hell they so happy about, so want to protect their guns so much for? They must be about to start something. They must be on to something. They must be bad. They must... That's usually how it goes. Like, these daggone, why are you so pressed to keep their guns? Like, what's that about? That's because most of us don't know or haven't paid enough attention to the Second Amendment and understand why it's so important. And since we don't understand why it's so important, we will be the first in line to be like, I don't know what them nuts are talking about. All want to cling to their guns and stuff, but we'll help you take them from them if that's what you want to do. You're the government. Why are they telling you what you're going to do? They don't know. You're the government. You run it. We want you to run it. Not understanding that the bigger the government, the less important the people. Bruh. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
Out shooting. You can become an American and join the Republic.
You finished?
Yes, I am finished.
Yes, I am
You will
finished.
not take my right. You go through background checks to get guns. How about Prozac? You know the number one. Oh, that's the big sponsor, isn't it? Or that whole class of drugs. Whoa, got to cut that off, don't you? Don't want to talk about the U.S. number one cause of death is suicide now because they give people suicide murder pills.
Calm down.
Your answers give more money to the psychiatrists and psychologists to put more crazy people on drugs that make them kill people, Piers.
Let's try and have a debate.
Alex Jones is whooping his ass. Okay, it's Piers Morgan time. Y'all was excited about Alex Jones at first, but Piers, I just believe it in my soul. Piers is about to give him the business.
Yeah.
Answer me this question.
I'm sick of the same old script here, bud.
It's fine, bud. How many gun murders were there in America last year? Do you know?
There were about 11,458, and about 74% of those were gang-related, gangbangers shooting each other. You get 3,500 to 4,000.
Okay, that wasn't the
How
question.
many people died from infections in hospitals? 197,000.
Piers did not expect for him to have them stats on his head like that. How many people died for gun violence? He said 1,800, 500. Like, what? This dude knows his sugar honey iced tea. Okay, Piers. We still believing in you, brother. Come on, come through for the left, brother.
How many people died from infections in hospitals? 197,000.
Wow.
That's right.
How many gun murders were there in Britain?
How many great white sharks?
No, how many
kill people every year, but they're scared to swim?
Right. How many gun murders were there in Britain?
A very low amount. I already went over those statistics.
Many? Do you know?
It was only a few hundred.
No. How many gun murders?
I actually did pull up the statistics. Here, let me pull them out right here. I figured you'd do that.
Gun murders in Britain last year.
UK violent crime, capital of Europe. London Telegraph. Here, let me give you more.
It's quite a simple question.
Well, that's the oldest.
You're a very loud man.
That's the oldest Perry Mason tactic to ask me some little factoid.
It's not a little factoid.
I already said earlier.
We're talking about
England has a lot lower gun crime rate because you took all the guns.
Let me try exactly my point.
But you've got hordes of people burning down cities and beating old women's brains out every day.
What a ridiculous
They arrest people in England if they defend themselves. That's on record. My God, you've got a total police state. Everybody's fleeing that country because you've had to flee here, bud. And I want to say this right here. You think you're a tough guy? Have me back with a boxing ring in here, and I'll wear red, white, and blue, and you can wear your Jolly Roger.
Okay.
You know what?
Offered to fight him. You think you're a tough guy? I'll wear my red, white, and blue, and you wear your Jolly Roger, and I'll whoop your ass. Yo, hey man, if y'all don't share this, y'all some haters. No, you're not. Y'all are amazing. But I would like for you to share it because people need to see this.
Red, white, and blue, and you can wear your
Jolly Roger.
Okay.
You know what?
Let's try again. How many gun murders were there
Oh, you're gonna ban your fist now?
in Britain last year?
How many chimpanzees can dance on the head of a pin? I already went over those statistics.
Do you know the answer?
No, I don't.
You said hundreds.
It's very low.
You said hundreds.
Yes.
It's actually 35.
Well, the point is, you can
Against 11,000. Do you understand the difference between 11,000?
Yeah, England
and
wants
35?
to ban knives now because tens of thousands are getting stabbed.
Right. But do you understand
ban
the
knives?
difference?
The knife doesn't kill people.
Do you understand?
The gun doesn't kill people.
Yes.
Listen,
do
you understand
between
you're not going to pull on America's
11,000?
heartstrings. They know your script, okay? You're not going to get our guns. By the way, you guys always say, we just want to take the semi-autos, okay, and all this other stuff. When semi-autos aren't even, rifles aren't even used, but in a fraction of the crimes, you can pull those numbers up, okay? No, hold on.
Let me ask you one question. Which weapon was predominantly used in the Aurora movie theatre shooting?
M4 AR-15 variants.
So it was a semi-automatic
Yes,
assault rifle.
again.
Okay,
but
next
statistically,
question.
it's very, very low.
Do you agree it was the single biggest shooting in the history of America in terms of people hit by a shooter? Do you know that?
It wasn't.
No, I believe that there were others.
it wasn't.
Shootings with about over 30.
No, this was the single biggest mass shooting.
Well, listen, you're just going. No, there have been bombings of Wall Street.
Let me ask you a second
Are we
question.
going to listen? Why can't the
Let me
pilots
ask you
have
a second
firearms?
question. Alex,
We trust them to fly the planes.
Alex, you've had a lot to say.
No,
Just
my
answer
point
the
is the
question.
Second Amendment is sacrosanct, and you're not getting it.
Do you know which weapon was used in the Oregon shopping mall mass shooting recently?
I understand that people who are mentally ill on all the serotonin reuptake inhibitors who play these shoot-'em-up games want to go out and do this. Because there's criminals, I don't lose my rights, Piers. Because there's criminals, I don't lose my rights.
Just answer the question.
Yeah.
Do you know what the weapon used was?
Listen, let me ask you a question.
No.
I've got the...
He said, Alex.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you know what the weapon used was?
Listen, let me ask you a question.
No, answer.
I've got the FBI
Alex.
statistics that, that
Okay.
the so-called
Let's take a
semi-autos
break.
that you talk
Let's
about.
take a break. When we come back,
Again, you're not going to get our guns.
When we come back, try and answer my question.
Yeah, all you're going to do is sit there and play little factoid questions. Overall crime's gone about 20%.
Yo, that was fun. That was fun, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. I want to hear you. Whose side are you on? What side do you pick for that back and forth, man? I would like to hear that. Let me know whatever you want me to know in the comments below. And if you've yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing per usual, man. Love y'all.